Yeah, good morning, Alex. Firefighters in Tustin had to race to stop a home from being engulfed by flames, and they were very concerned that this fire would have spread to the 3 other homes next door, and it was all caught on video. Take a look. Those are the voices of some of the neighbors here of this home that was burning on Marshall Lane and Fairhaven Avenue. And Orange County Fire Authority firefighters actually credit neighbors with being the ones to call 911 when they heard glass breaking at about 1 this morning and saw those giant flames ripping out of this home. The roof partially collapsed on this home. First arriving firefighters from Orange County Fire Authority called for more help in the form of a second alarm. More firefighters arrived, and you can see that it appears that this home is going to be a total loss fire all through the structure. Now, at one point, firefighters were really concerned that the 3 homes around this home that was on fire would catch as well. But because of their very fast work, they were able to stop any of those homes from catching on fire. But you can see the damage to this one home, very severe. And also, one woman was taken to the hospital after being injured in some way at the scene. She is now in stable condition. We're trying to get some more information as to exactly how she was burned. But there will now be an investigation into what started that fire this morning. Is there something you want to tell us here at the desk? You can text it to us directly at the number you see on your screen, 818-221-2222. You can send us story ideas or things you want us to investigate. Or if you have pictures or video of breaking news stories like that fire in Tustin, you text it to that number. It'll come right to me or a member of our assignment desk team. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you. Okay. Hello, good morning, everyone. All right, what are we doing? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Behind the Desk stream. It's Tuesday. It's been a little bit of a slow news day, but I got another fire that I'm following up for at 10:30. There's a church in Watts that burned last night, actually kind of early in the evening. It was about 8 o'clock. Sort of an update. Looks like this church has been abandoned for at least 5 years, looking at Google Street View pics. Church is destroyed. There'll probably be an arson investigation. So, haven't had too many other things happening this morning, probably because SkyCal couldn't fly. We had almost no air support, well, virtually no air support this morning because it was so foggy in the valley. So, that's the only place it needs to be foggy for us to not fly. If it's clear everywhere else in Southern California, but foggy in the valley, we can't take off out of Van Nuys Airport. Almost all of I think all of the news helicopters in Southern California launch out of either Van Nuys Airport or Whiteman Airport, which is to the north in the Pacoima area. So if the valley's clogged up with fog, there's no news coverage with choppers. And that's what happened to us today. Hello, Electric Crystals, Katie Broman, Miguel Sorzano, welcome back. Gary Sunken, hello again. So yeah, it sounds like it was pretty foggy everywhere. Electric Crystals, yeah, even in Downey too. There's just a pretty big, low clouds. Choppers can't fly. I mean, there was nobody flying. I looked on the radar. There weren't even any law enforcement helicopters flying, and they can generally fly pretty low. So there was no law enforcement. Thankfully, there were no fires, so there was no need for fire helicopters. But it was basically just jets landing at LAX and at John Wayne in Ontario. No other real general aviation in the air this morning. Although it's looking better now. I see helicopters up. So if there's a breaker, we can fly. I see there's a water and power helicopter up. LA County Sheriff's helicopters are up. Some private helicopters. What's this one? A little Robinson R-44. Those fly everywhere. Universal Aviators Academy Incorporated. They're flying. So, seeing the Inland Empire. Lots of general aviation too. So it looks like it might be okay. So if we have breaking news, we can fly again. Other than that, that's about it. Hope all of you are doing okay. All right. I don't really have much to do on this next story, so I'll put it together and we can talk more if you want. Lucky you, trying to get caught up. Anything you feel like. I mean, Where did I do that story? Was it 8:30? I cannot remember. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston.
Over the weekend, more than 3,400 TSA officers called out nationwide, most since this partial government shutdown began. And many flyers arriving super early to get through security are still missing flights.
I have a life back home, like I should have been at work. They closed down pre-check flight as I made it to the TSA agents.
Federal immigration agents are now stationed here at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport to assist with crowd control and support the TSA officers who are showing up. There is only one mission there as a presence, is help TSA with security, help move the flow of people through those lines. Some travelers expressed hope that ICE agents might help ease the TSA bottleneck. A group of Senate
Okay.
Republicans with President Trump
Justin,
White House
how are you?
returned to the Capitol optimistic about a possible deal to end the partial shutdown.
Oh.
To finalize legislative text and work toward resolving the impasse.
Lady Di, thanks. I wish CBS would promote behind the desk more. It's such a nice feature. Yeah, I mean, Mike Rogers and I like it. It's kind of a cool way to connect with people. You get to see the back of my head for a little while. I'm always open to answering as many questions as I can. If you have any questions about, what we do here at CBS or the operations of the desk. Some days are just super busy and some days are not, but I'm still in twice an hour for most of the day. The only thing that I miss about working at the assignment desk in the newsroom instead of doing this job out here, I love every part of this. It's such a cool way to tell stories. I'm alone out here. There's no other human being here at 10, and even during the rest of the shows. It's just me and the anchors out here and traffic and weather. But an assignment desk, a true assignment desk in a newsroom, the original kind of assignment desk, is a very collaborative effort. There's sometimes on a large assignment desk like we have at CBS LA, there's sometimes 5 or 6 people all working together. And it's very cooperative, collaborative. We're all very good friends. And you kind of go through the process of putting a story together and working through it together as a team. And I did that for 20 years and it became such a part, it's the only job I've ever really had. And it became such a part of my life to be collaborative with my colleagues when there's like an electricity and an excitement when you have a breaking news story and you put the phone down and you say like, hey, there's a building on fire in some part of the city and it's 2 alarm going to 3 alarm. How can we get people down there? We start moving crews, you start moving the chopper, you start getting information, getting video in, and you're all sort of working like an engine together. And that electricity, it just kind of bounces off the walls and it feels great when it works right. And I really miss that. If you've ever been part of a team where everything is like firing on all cylinders, it's the best feeling in the world. And so I don't get that as much out here because I'm by myself. I still work with them on the phone, but there's nothing like face-to-face communication in business. I'm sure, especially if you love the people that you work with, you want to see their faces, you want to say hello to them, you laugh, you cry with them during breaking news stories, and that's the only thing that I don't think that we have been able to replicate here at the desk, simply because it's sort of a solo job. You're out here. Mike Rogers is out here by himself. He actually gets somebody. There's a chair over here that he sometimes has a member of the web team sit back here. I would like to get someone, I keep telling the bosses, I would love to have someone else back here that could train with me to be on the desk. someone who wants to do something like that, then I would at least have somebody that I could like collaborate with as a team out here instead of just on the phone. I mean, I collaborate with my coworkers all the time on the phone, but it would be cooler to have somebody in person. So that's the only thing that I miss about the old assignment desk that I was on in the newsroom instead of this new job. This job is so much cooler though. I mean, it's got so many great things about it. The technology, pioneering on a new way to tell stories. Heck, we're even doing stuff like behind the desk. And I learned all these different skill sets. So did Mike Rogers about video editing and writing and producing. It's sort of a thing in journalism that's happened over the last, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years where, maybe even over the last 10 years where when I started in journalism in the late 90s, everybody really only did one job. Writers were writers, editors were editors, photographers were photographers, reporters were reporters, anchors were anchors. You only did one job. Now with the advent of technology, you can do many jobs at once, right? Like I do video editing, I do assignment editing, I'm talking to a camera now, and so that's sort of a way that the field has changed and evolved. So being at the forefront of that here at the desk is very cool. That we're pioneering this kind of environment where you can have a person at the desk here be able to tell a story encapsulated with just one position. It's kind of cool. Although working with anchors is really fun out here too. You know, Jamie, Sheba, Chris, and Kalina are super fun. I love doing the six with them. So that's cool. Let's see, what have I got? This is all built already here. I don't really have too much to do right now. See if there's anything going on the scanners. Take a quick listen. Let's respawn. Let's get into it. Let's listen to LA City first. Anything from text to desk? Let's see. No, Saturday night. Okay, well. Okay, thanks for the info.
Jason out. CBS News.
Mm-hmm. Influencer burglary charges. What is this? All sexual also held to answer on charge of burglary homes. Oh, dude. Oh, I remember this story. Oh yeah, Mia Ventura, right? Use dating as obstacles to burglarize and steal from wealthy older men. I remember doing the story. She posed as a girlfriend, travel companion to get access to the victim's home and then steal cash, gold, and high-end designer items. When did we do that story? Hold on. When did I'm almost certain I did that story. Oh my gosh, stop it. Dating app thefts. There it is. Did it October of 2025. Okay. Is this the vixen? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah, all right. This girl. Oh yeah. Monrovia bear cubs. Hmm. Oh, look at these bear cubs. Oh, mom had to go. Oh my gosh, there's a person dressed in a bear suit. That's how they have to feed them. Oh my gosh.
Twice a week,
Oh my gosh.
care exercise classes at the Lakeview Senior Center in Irvine. But when her car broke down a year ago, she skipped a few lessons. It says I feel I lost.
Let's take a look at this.
Actually, so I can't fit in a lot. Her two children live out of
What is the story here?
asking her husband for rides.
Hold on, let me kill the scanner. This is this bear story. 2 black bear cubs from Monrovia are receiving specialized care at the San Diego Humane Society's Ramona Wildlife Center, where they will be raised with the goal of giving them the best possible chance to return to the wild. The brothers arrived on March 15th after their mother was deemed a threat to public safety by law enforcement officials. The CDFW, California Department of Fish and Wildlife, made the difficult decision to humanely euthanize the bear mom, after DNA testing confirmed the bear was involved in 2 separate public safety incidents within the area within the year. The male cubs are 2 to 3 months old. They were raised by the San Diego Humane Society's Project Wildlife team with minimal human interaction to ensure they remain wild, to avoid habituation. What's that word? Habituation. Staff use bear masks, animal furs, and scents to conceal their human identity during care. Raising bear cubs from this young age requires an extraordinary amount of time, exercise, and resources. We don't want them to associate with humans in any way, or they're going to have the best chance to survive. Yeah, that's a good point. The rehabilitation of the orphan cubs like these is not only important for the individual animals as well, but also in helping to interrupt a dangerous generational cycle of human and conflict. Mother bears teach their cubs how to survive by modeling behavior. When bears learn to seek out food or shelter around people, cubs can learn to associate homes and neighborhoods with resources. Right.
Is on the way. There to pay $0. How does that feel? Oh, feel good. Money's money. Penny to penny.
That's a pretty good story.
A trained volunteer driver picks her up in a city-owned ADA-approved van. Each rider can have up to 2
Where is the?
years and older.
This is. But this is.
The service is available
In Monrovia? No. Where is the San Diego Ramona Wildlife Center? Where is that? I guess it's in Ramona. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. It's in Ramona. That would be it. This is not exactly local. Okay. But they were in Monrovia? How do we know they're in Monrovia? Huh. Oh, bear cubs from Monrovia, because it says so in the title. Okay. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Status conference. All right, back to scanners. Let's see what else we got. That is the flight path of LAPD air support. Looks pretty, looks like they've been on patrol for a while. They're orbiting up here by Hollywood Boulevard and the 101. That's a water and power helicopter. What? What is going on? One. What do I keep hearing? What is this? 171703. Hmm. Rampart. Why was it in the Northeast Division? It turned out to be nothing. Oh, I should probably. Oh, is there a manager's meeting today? Yes, there is. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm just going through my emails, listening to scanners, trying to. It's been super slow this morning, waiting for something interesting to happen. There's probably a story I should be checking on. I just don't know what it is yet. Just reviewing some stuff from earlier this morning. Most of these emails I don't need to read because they don't involve me. God, even the scanners are boring today.
For 76-year-old Linda Lindsay, wellness is about more than herself.
I'm always trying to find ways to improve my health and stay healthy so I can play with my grandbabies.
That's why she enrolled in the CDC's diabetes prevention program.
Anything happens.
Over the course of a year, patients with prediabetes learn how to eat healthier, be more active, and relieve stress so they don't develop type 2 diabetes.
Diabetes is a fastest growing chronic disease in the United States. This is one of the most consequential things, I would say, in our lifetime.
The American Diabetes Association is a partner and says prevention is
Oh my gosh.
115.2
Getting the
million
same
Americans
piece of radio traffic over and over again.
increasing the
Nope, I don't want CBS News Baltimore. I want CBS News.
And more than half, by 71%
No.
between 60 and older.
Dr. Hannah Salam directs the program at the University of Texas Medical Branch and says small lifestyle changes can make a big difference.
Just a simple walk, it doesn't matter where your limit of activity is, you can improve it. Another thing is what you eat. You want to
All right,
grow
I
more
should
fat
use.
with vegetables, non-starchy vegetables.
Lacey says the program challenges some misconceptions about some
Oh.
foods.
Not all food is healthy. Grapes have 17 grams of sugar. I had to switch from grapes to eating pears, apples, all your different berries.
She also looks for ways to keep herself active.
I exercise an hour every day. I was just doing it one time a day. But this program taught me about just being mobile all day long. So every hour you need to get up and move 5 to 7 minutes.
And it's working. Her blood sugar is under better control. Karen Flaw, CBS News, Galveston, Texas.
More than 100 dogs put on a life-saving flight to the Midwest. We'll explain where they came from and where they're going to now.
Oh my God, TSA wait times up to 6 hours. Oh, 14. You know what? LAX has not been having problems. The administration put ICE and other Homeland Security agents to 14 of the nation's airports on Monday to help shuttle passengers through overcrowded TSA checkpoints. But not LAX. Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport lines extended all the way outside of the terminal. Oh my God, not a good day to fly through Atlanta. Oh, Phoenix Sky Harbor, George Bush International, Hobby Airport, Louis Armstrong International, Hartsfield Jackson, Atlanta. Oh, it's got to be a nightmare there. O'Hare, Hopkins, Pittsburgh, LaGuardia, Newark, John F. Kennedy, Philadelphia International, Southwest Florida, and Luis Munoz Marin International Airport in Puerto Rico. Wow. But not LAX. Oh, George Bush Intercontinental in Houston is 270-minute wait time. Newark at 68. Ugh, this is awful. Look at this map and do not fly to these places in yellow. Almost there. Yeah, I'm not concerned. Yeah. Oh no. Epic Games left 1,000 workers at CES as the cuts aren't tied to AI. Oh. Its successful online video game Fortnite is now facing competition from other increasingly engaging forms of entertainment, like other video games. Weaker consumer spending and sluggish demand for video game consoles have made the job cuts necessary. Yeah, well, when you make a video game that is completely free to play except for microtransactions, people are going to stop spending money on microtransactions. Oh man, 500 million in cost savings with 1,000 layoffs. Well, I'm sorry. I hate to see video game makers lay people off because I don't play Fortnite, but I understand it's very cool. Oh, it's my turn. Watts Church. I need to get ready for this hit. At a church. It's nice to see Alex in the show. I never get to see her anymore because she's always working in the afternoons. Yeah, Natvo. Just sirens in the nets. Yeah, good morning, Alex. Firefighters raced to put out a fire in a church last night, but here at the desk, we have learned that that church may have been vacant for as long as 5 years. Take a look. It says fire out of just about every window and the front door of this church on the corner of Firth and 92nd in Watts. It was about 8 o'clock last night. LA City Fire responded here for the reports of enormous flames coming through those doors at the front of the church there. You can see this video shot by people who were passing by. You couldn't help but see all of that smoke and flames. Now, firefighters from Fire Station 65 immediately went to work getting water on this fire. It was about 34 firefighters here that were able to get the bulk of this fire put out in just under 20 minutes. Of course, they had to cut their way in because it appears the front doors were boarded up. Here at the desk, we've uncovered that this church may have been standing there vacant for as long as 5 years. The last time it appeared operational as the Living Vine of Jesus Christ Church was in the early part of 2021, but then later Street View showed that it was boarded up and closed and has been since then. So there will be an investigation into what caused that fire in what should have been a vacant and boarded up building. It's unclear if there was anybody inside. There were no injuries, though, but firefighters wanted to get to the bottom of how that fire started. Now, is there something you want to tell us here at the desk? You can text it to us directly using the number you see at your screen, 818-221-2222. You can send us story ideas, or if there's something you want us to look into in your neighborhood, text it to that number, or if you have pictures or video of breaking news stories like that fire, you send it there. It comes right to me or a member of our assignment desk team. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you. Okay. Yeah, Lady Di, I mean, I listened to some scanner traffic. They didn't really say anything about that fire in terms of what caused it. It's not like they saw people that were living in there or people running. It just lit on fire. So sometimes vacant buildings can be places where people can squat. People can live in there, squatters or whatever. But yeah, the LAPD and LA City Fire didn't have any information about what started it. At least there were firefighters who were not talking about it on the scanner. I mean, if they saw anything, they didn't radio it back to dispatch. So sometimes they just don't know. There'll be an arson investigation. What I couldn't get to the bottom of is if they had a house of worship arson task force is going to go to that, or they're just going to treat it like a regular arson. Because I don't think an abandoned house of worship or a non-functioning house of worship counts as an arson investigation for the house of worship arson team. Because if there's ever a property that is a functioning house of worship, no matter what kind of building it is, if it's functioning as a house of worship and it burns, they will send the house of worship arson team, to investigate it, because it could be a hate crime. But I don't think if it's abandoned and not functioning, they send that particular arson team. We don't know. So we'll see. What else is going on? There's nothing. Now I got to do this. Oh, wait a minute. This just got put in. Pursuit? Pursuit? CHP Pursuit? Hi, is CHP in pursuit somewhere? What CHP frequency is it? What color is it? Ugh. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me listen. Okay. Thanks. Bye. We might have a pursuit on the 210. Oh, East LA.
If a judge does not rule in their favor, well, they will have to pay out of their own
210 in Huntington.
for the required changes. Reporting from Huntington Beach, Leslie Madden.
Black. What the heck did he say? Elderly driver? What? Hold on.
There's just not enough room in LA County shelters for all the animals in need. So the option is either to euthanize some of them or find partners that can help them find new homes.
Elderly driver.
More than 100 dogs were checked out, packed up, and then put on a plane to go to shelters in the Chicago area. These animals had been in the LA County system. They were all given clean bills of health and were hoping that families here would adopt them. But there wasn't time to find new homes when so many new animals were being brought into the shelters. So Paws for Life stepped in and working with Wings of Rescue to arrange the special flights to the Midwest.
With a yellow trash container in the back. Elderly driver. Original want is for speed. However, East LA is still tracking it.
The reason LA shelters needed more room is because late last week, more than 300 cats and dogs were rescued from a property in the Lake Hughes area.
Oh no, this is a ground unit only. I think they lost it. Man, if the hell.
Are now being held as evidence by the LA County Department of Animal Care and Control. They are not ready to be.
Oh yeah, this is gonna disappear. Man.
They'll be going to shelters in the county soon. That's why there was such an urgent need to make space for them. LA County did do a special adoption
Bummer.
this Sunday, and they say 62 animals got new homes. And again, this morning we saw 103 being moved. One of the people who was loading up the plane says these animals have gotten a lot of attention. They're almost like celebrities now. So he's hoping that will make it easier for them to find new homes. In Van Nuys, Tina Patel, CBS LA.
Shoot. So it sounds like CHP was in pursuit of a black Silverado lifted with a yellow trash container in the back. Elderly driver is what they said. Want was speed. It's the 210 in Huntington. That's like in Pasadena. Isn't that by the Huntington Library? And then they didn't have a helicopter overhead, so they lost it. CHP lost it, but it was on the East LA frequency. It's gone now. I don't hear anything else. First responders saving cats from fire.
They said that there were 4 cats missing.
Engineer Ray Ian from Cal Fire Riverside went back into the charred building.
When I looked under the bed, I found the first cat, the black one, but as soon as I went to go grab it, it just fell over. So then I knew something was wrong.
Not one, not two, but 3 cats were lifeless inside one apartment.
Cat wasn't breathing, so we didn't have any oxygen at that time, so I was reverted to mouth to snout. And
Mouth to snout.
But with 3 cats in need and not enough paramedics, Deputy Adam
Oh my God.
Maldonado with the Riverside County Sheriff's Office came running too.
I know holding my cats, their hearts beat pretty fast. I knew the beat pretty deep and pretty fast.
It was a rescue caught on video that has hearts all over social media. Beating too.
We've gotten text messages at the wazoo about it.
Because even though saving lives and property is literally the job of first responders, the fact that they cared enough to save these lives means the world to many.
I'm a proud dad of 4 cats, and I get made fun of a lot, but I don't care. I love them. There's no cheating.
Firefighter Della Cruz also was once a proud cat dad, and the truth is they all know that pets are family.
They treat them like their kids, so we just couldn't leave them there.
And how this crew knew what to do, well, they just took a leap.
We just treated, I don't like, we would treat pediatric patients that were unresponsive and not breathing. Small, but hearts, but fast, and breathing.
And through chest compressions, mouth to snout, and then a little oxygen, eventually these furry friends came back around.
My cat, while I was working on, her name was Princess, so I could see Princess start panting.
2 more breaths and a happy ending. Thanks to the extra effort by these cat-loving heroes who made sure those who lost their home didn't lose their furry family, too. Joy Bennett, CBS LA.
Yeah, it's Christopher and Joe. It sounds like CHP East LA, the yellow, had the pursuit. Black Silverado lifted with the yellow trash container in the back. Elderly driver. They call him elderly at 65 years old. I don't think 65-year-olds like being called elderly, but they said the guy seemed very light, maybe 160 pounds. So light, like he's thin, light, small, I guess. I don't know, 160 pound. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's a bummer. I'm going to go back to just scanning all of CHP now and see. Maybe they'll catch it. Maybe somebody will catch it. Maybe LAPD will catch it. No, LAPD would never pick this up. Are you kidding me? Some old man got out of a pursuit with the CHP, which is crazy. Yeah, they 10-20 do the pursuit. We're doing what's called scrubbing the pursuit also. It was in the computer as possibly active, and then we just kind of, when we say we scrub a story, it just means kind of goes into a part of the file where it's just like, not active anymore. It's don't have any video, don't really have a way to cover it. It's just kind of gone. So, but the notes are in there in case, it comes up again. If we find another black Silverado lifted with a yellow trash container and a 65-year-old guy in it, we could say, oh, that was it's in the scrub file. It was. We were looking to cover it before, but didn't get to it. So we don't ever throw our notes away. What's an MRE? Dave Clark.
It's an experience for young people.
I hope that one day I can help engineer the jets.
Airport RTC is a great program. I want to choose the Army.
Hundreds of high school students from across Southern California recently gathered at Bob Hope Patriotic Hall for the Alumni Ambassadors Youth Leadership Experience and a one-day program is free.
What we want to do is we want to get young people to understand that veterans and military made up of good people. The broken veteran.
What am I doing here? Okay.
Jim Craig is a veteran and the founder of Alumni Ambassadors. He says it's important young people learn from veterans.
What we've learned is teamwork. We've learned leadership. We've learned about a life of service. We've learned integrity values. And that's what we want people to think of when they think of veterans. First thing is you got to make the propeller spin.
They got to learn about flying a drone.
I'm here to learn more about service cabins.
And hear firsthand what it's like to be part of ROTC or attend a service academy.
For me personally, it taught me a lot about discipline, leadership, and very critical thinking.
And they're happy to share.
Being able to show high schoolers their options to where maybe they've never even heard of a service academy before, and now they can have a completely full ride while getting paid to go to college, and I think that's really exciting.
Hearing all the veterans say, they have so many stories. They're all super inspirational to me. And it feels a lot more achievable today.
Although it may look like military recruiting, the organizer says not exactly.
We made it clear they're not here to recruit, but we wanted West Point to come out and help us talk about leadership. We want Naval Academy, and we have Space Force here talking about STEM. We want them to show the positive side of the military.
But many of those here already have a plan, like Oscar Gramajo, a junior at Fairfax High School. He wants to join the Army.
I'm really intrigued of what they can offer me, as I know what I can offer them would be great. So I hope it's a thing where I serve them and they serve me.
No matter what their futures hold, organizers are glad they came.
When I stand up on that stage in front of 300 young people, this is the energy for the future. Talking about leadership, these are kids that said on Saturday morning, I want to go and sit in an auditorium and learn about leadership. And to see these kids being inspired gives me hope for the future.
So hardworking, and just a joy, a pleasure to work with. You have so much fun. You have so fun. Hi, I'm Christine. Nice to meet you. This looks so good. You guys both have the dimples. So, you're a Jennifer? Yeah. Okay. And are you still in school or are you working? No, I graduated last. Oh, yeah, last year. Yeah, last year in May. And what are you doing? That's not true. You're looking for work. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What do you want to do? I really want to work in social media. Oh, okay. So you guys both have like a very similar. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's great. It's so nice to meet you. I feel my high school Spanish is muy mal. Terrible. But I guess like after coming to
Oh my God, why did I do this?
for me that has 9 million views. Yeah. If only we got paid by the views, right? I know. Yeah, the station gets that money, not us. Justin, can you put my it was so nice to meet you.
Heidi
Oh, okay.
she's right there.
I brought it to the desk.
Oh, look
You
at
want
you,
me to
you're
read
right
it
there.
to you?
He's like, Heidi's right there. I was like, what? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Are you leaving all week?
No,
The-
just today and yesterday, and then I think it's Rachel the rest of the week. And then next week I'm like Monday and Tuesday, and then I think it's like a combination of Amanda and Rachel. And I'm off the rest of the week. So I think it's gonna be, yeah. But mine have 2 different weeks now that one's in private. But fortunately, Griffin has Thursday and Friday of their spring break before his starts. So we're gonna do like leave Wednesday, go down to my parents' house in San Diego, and spend like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
At least you got it figured out. That's a fun one though.
I know.
Is it because middle school now is
Private and public. So for whatever reason, all of the Catholic schools do the week after Easter, whereas the public schools tend to do the week before Easter, like ending on Easter versus starting.
Because we're Santa Clarita and we're the week after also.
Okay, yeah. So at least LUSD has always been the weekend or Easter. So like your last day is Easter usually. I wish we did only 2 weeks at Christmas and then did 2 weeks at spring break.
When I was growing up in the Midwest, we or maybe we only did 2 weeks.
You
But
probably
we would
only
be
did.
done with school in May, and we didn't go to school until late August, like right before Labor Day, or after sometimes.
My son's done. Actually, we turn it down just a tiny bit. Better. My son.
So, Lady Di, you said CHPL had a shots fired call. I was listening to CHPLO. I didn't hear that. But I did hear that Sierra Madre PD is going to go by the home of the registered owner of that black Silverado that they were chasing. But that they said that the owner is known to have a gun. I hope that's not it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of 2.5 weeks because usually their finals are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they have Thursday and Friday for makeup finals for any kids that are sick. So as long as he's not sick, he's done on Wednesday, and like usually they're done with finals by like 11 a.m., you know? So he has Thursday, Friday, and then 2 full weeks.
Yeah, Christopher Luttrell, it looks like the LA County helicopter was circling in Cerritos for a long time, and now it has departed. That looks like a barricade.
It's all the same at the end of the day. You're just taking it at different times.
Next year, will they all be the same, or they'll still be different?
No, because my girls are in middle school and they'll stay in public all the way until high school. And when they go to high school,
I'm more concerned about what's going to happen here with this.
but when they go to high school, he goes to college. So, no, that would be nice.
Right.
And then once he goes to college, that'll all be different too.
Capybara, 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 capybara.
Oh, yeah, okay, I did hear that too. I just heard them say a CHP unit arriving on scene saying, is it on the on-ramp or off-ramp on East LA Yellow? Oh, they're saying code 4. Code 4 at the Baldwin on-ramp. Okay. Oh no. Hey Kathleen, how are you? The live's about to end in about 6 minutes. Lady Di, it sounds like they're looking for a victim. Was this a car-to-car shooting? Shooting in the brush area of the on-ramp and the victim was taken to the hospital. Well, this sounds like a real shooting. I need to go back and listen to this. On Baldwin?
I knew that it was something exciting that the kids would want to see. At first I thought it was a beaver, so I started videoing. The sunbathing. It was sunbathing on the riverbank over there.
Hey. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. All right, bye. Okay, everybody, we're about to end the stream, so I will see you all tomorrow, okay?